before we get into this one, I'd just like to take a couple of minutes just to ask you all to subscribe. There's a lot more like views than subscribers, so if you can just click that little button, it's a massive help. You probably won't even notice, but for what it does for my numbers and being able to bring content and do content is a massive help. So if you can click the subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go see what happens now. So I came to this ATAG boiler today with reports of the pressure going low constantly. Customer said there's nothing around the radiators. So having a look at it, I managed to see there was staining, but no source of it. Everything's all dry. But what I did find was this and this AAV. When you take that off, that is wet, so it's got to be coming from there. So in the first instance, we'll replace that and then see how it goes for the customer. So I happen to have one here. So what we do is shut the flow and return off to isolate it, drop the pressure out the boiler. It's so handy having this combined condense and PRV, especially for installation. And then we want to loosen that. Just unscrews. You can hear all the air coming out of that, well, sucking it in. And put a new one in. There's a little rubber O-ring on there. If you undo that top, pop that back in there. What a lot of people don't know is the other side of this. Take out and sits in the trap, so it doesn't leak into the boiler, which is very smart. So that's that. Already cleaned the PRV out here already. So we open up flow and return. Pressure. We're good to go. We'll go through his venting process. 105 is the vent process. And then we're good.
A few moments later.
We are back at this ATAG again. It's losing pressure. Last week, 5 days ago, I replaced the AAV because that definitely was showing signs of leakage, and everything else looks fine. I've taken the condense out to see if that was, split and running down. It all seems dry there, but I've put my finger up inside the PRV and that is wet. If we disconnect this, that spins out because you've got a combined condense and PRV. That's wet, so that looks like that's letting by. So we'll turn the taps off. Pour the PRV into the bucket. Try and lock that open. For argument's sake, I'll recharge the expansion vessel, although this was on like 1.4 bar when I was last here. Sorry, 1.2. So I use this little air compressor. Expansion vessel on these is at the back. We're good as we are. So the vessel was all okay. Pull this pin. Here's the new one. And that's just a push fit spin-ish. Let's get some other grips. Obviously you can just replace the head, the top hat, but where this one's had issues, you never know if there's starting to wear away on the brass or something, so it's just better to replace the whole thing. That eases out. So it just eases in, push fit again.
Also, tell you what about this thing what been put on when I bought the machine. I bought the boiler. No, the black thing. The black thing that you put on, the extra thing. You said you had to put something extra on. I paid you £60. No, this was the last time that you came.
So now 105 is this air purge mode. It will go through that. We'll tell the customer to monitor. Also, they need to check all of their radiator valves and pipe work, but we're only here for a warranty visit. So finished up in that ATAG job again. To be honest, I don't think it's the PRV or the AAV that is actually causing the pressure drop. I suspect there's probably radiator valves there or something that's leaking. I'm there on a warranty call out, so I'm only there for the boiler. I've recommended she gets the rest looked at, which she doesn't want to do, or you know, she's saying she's looked and they're fine, so there's not much you can do in that case to help. We will see what happens. PRV's done. I'm sure you will see if any further stuff needs doing. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, it's really helpful. Yeah, that's it.